A lot has transpired this week in regards to R. Kelly, um, and I'm very angry. So I decided to come on here today and just talk about a lot of shit that's been going on. I don't know what I want to talk about first. Do I want to talk about Gloria and Faith doing that ridiculous press conference today? Responding to Bill Cosby and Andrew Wyatt's statements about R. Kelly being railroaded? Or do I want to talk about YouTube and their racist tactics against R. Kelly? Or do I want to talk about that nasty son of a bitch Greenberg, who ran his mouth to Billboard magazine saying that Donnelly is going to give R. Kelly the rest of his life behind bars, and she's going to make sure that he never gets out of jail? Why is Greenberg talking like an op? Why is he talking like one of these ops out here? Greenberg was probably sent to destroy him, We all knew that, I just bit my tongue for a long time just because I wanted to see how things would play out. But it was clear from the beginning, based on statements that Greenberg made, that he never gave a fuck about R. Kelly. He was just there to get in the limelight and get his picture taken and get in the media. That's what he was there for. But if I was a person that was facing criminal charges, I would not hire Greenberg based on how he has conducted himself during this whole R. Kelly situation. No lawyer should be doing an interview saying, you know what, I'm going to try to work out a deal with Chicago that's going to be concurrent with whatever sentence Donnelly is going to give, because Donnelly is going to make sure that he never gets out of jail. I mean, he's going to be in there for life. Why would you make that type of statement? It's like if he's gleeful about it, like he really wants R. Kelly to spend the rest of his life behind bars, when R. Kelly has never killed anyone. This is accusations. Why should he spend the rest of his life behind bars for accusations? This is insane. All of these people were in on the setup, y'all. Judge Donnelly was paid to do exactly what she's doing, which is railroad R. Kelly. The jury was paid off. Greenberg was paid off. None of the lawyers were for him. None of these lawyers that were hired were for him. They're doing whatever the elites told them to do, which is make sure R. Kelly suffers. The elite says, we're going to pay you to make sure R. Kelly is railroaded. We're going to degrade him in the public. And now the elites got YouTube to take down R. Kelly's official music channels. As you know, R. Kelly TV and R. Kelly Vivo have been taken down by YouTube, along with his music videos. And his music videos had billions of views. And of course, people are going to say, well, I still see R. Kelly's music up there. Yes, R. Kelly's music is still on YouTube, but it was if it's uploaded by another channel, it will remain on YouTube. But the official R. Kelly channels are gone, and the official R. Kelly channels are owned by Sony and RCA. So I think Sony will get them put back up eventually, because Sony makes a lot of money from R. Kelly being streamed on YouTube. I went and complained to YouTube. I sent feedback complaining about them taking off R. Kelly's channels. I appealed to them on the basis of censorship. I said that personal accusations have nothing to do with his music, and R. Kelly is not promoting violence in his music. He's an R&B singer, and he sings music that makes people feel good. So there is no reason for them to still have music from individuals who promote killing and take down R. Kelly's music when, he has done nothing but show love throughout his music for his entire career. YouTube released a statement saying that they want to protect the public from R. Kelly's music. And I'm like, protect us from his music because of what? You know, protect us from his music. Who is controlling this? Who is controlling it? It is the elites, you know. R. Kelly wanted his masters. He had a big argument with Sony. He had a big argument with Mr. Tommy Mottola. And they were telling him, we'll show you. We're not giving you a damn thing. R. Kelly went back and forth in the meeting with these folks. And they showed him. They showed him. The only way for R. Kelly to possibly get out of jail, since the elites are controlling everything, is for him to call up and apologize to Tommy Mottola and the other elites. Remember, Tommy Mottola said in his book, most of y'all probably never read Tommy Mottola's book, but Tommy Mottola said that Michael Jackson called him during his trial. When Michael Jackson was on trial in 2005, you know, after he had that big fight with Tommy Mottola, and he was accusing Tommy Mottola of not promoting the album and of doing things to sabotage him in America with his music. But overseas, Michael was #1 with Invincible. The Invincible album was a great album, but Tommy Mottola was doing stuff to undermine him. When Michael had that big argument with him, that's when they decided, you know what, we're going to show him. And then the decision was made to put Michael on trial. When Michael was on trial in 2005, according to Tommy Mottola, Michael called him up and was in tears and was apologizing. And he apologized. And that's why Michael got acquitted. They would have convicted Michael if he didn't crawl and come and apologize to Tommy for insulting him in the public. Michael gave in and he apologized. He was acquitted. He left the country, went to Bahrain. But he ran out of money and he came back and he had to do that tour. And they decided, okay, we're going to kill him off now at 50 years old. And what did Miss Jackson do? As soon as Michael died, she signed over Michael's catalog back to Sony. Everything that Michael owned is now owned by Sony. Same thing happened to Prince. You know, Prince spent 20 years trying to get his catalog back. He went into a big war with Warner Brothers, you know, to where he changed his name from Prince to a symbol. Remember, Prince went by a symbol. You know, I'm a huge Prince fan, too. And then he battled for years. Prince went into battle with him. And he finally got it back. And then the next year, after he got it back, they killed him off. And when they killed Prince off, you know, they went down there to his sister. And they said, okay, you're going to sign over since you're the beneficiary. Prince didn't have a will. And so everything automatically went to his siblings. And they went down there and they had his sister sign over Prince's catalog. So that's what happened with Prince. And then, you know, I saw the video of the executives going into Prince's estate down there at Paisley Park, and they took out a big safe full of Prince's unreleased music, and they put it on the truck and they left. And they said, "Oh, we gonna hold on to this. This is valuable." So that's what they did to Prince. So if you're a black entertainer, you're never gonna own your masters. They're gonna find a way to get it, whether they put you in jail or whether they kill you to get it. At this point, R. Kelly needs to apologize to these people. I want him out of jail. I don't care if he got to apologize to him and say, okay, I'm not going to go after my masters anymore because I'm not going to win. He's not going to win against him. He's never going to own his masters. He wrote all these records, and he's never going to. He's never going to own any of it. No, he's not going to own any of it. That's how evil these people are. So just apologize to him. And I've been saying that. I've been saying, who can apologies be made to in the elites, up there with the elites, so that R. Kelly can get out of this shit? Because what they're doing to him is wrong, and they're going to continue to do it if R. Kelly continues to say, hey, I want my masters. They're not going to let him get it. Yeah, he got to give in at this point. He not going to own it. They didn't let Prince own it. Michael died because they wanted it back, and they went over there to Miss Jackson's house, and they said, lady, you better sign all of this shit over. You saw what we did to your son. No, you don't want your grandkids killed. Sign all of this shit over to us. And she did. She did. These people are evil, man. Extremely evil. Free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly. I hate the fact that he's being treated this way, but at this point, the only way for him to get out of this is to apologize to Tommy Mottola and everybody over there at Sony RCA, and apologize to the elites. Then he'll get out of jail. The whole situation is sad. What's even sadder is Faith Rogers and Gloria Allred doing their press conference today. Faith cannot stop seeking the spotlight. I don't understand how she sees herself as a victim and is saying R. Kelly sexually abused her when she willingly flew out to go see him. She was not living with R. Kelly. If she willingly flew out, she is responsible for willingly flying out. If I meet a man tomorrow and he flies me out to go see him in another state, and I don't like the way he treats me, but then I decide to fly out again when he asks me to come out to see him, and again I don't like the way he treats me, I don't like the sex, and I keep flying out to go see him, it's not his fault. It's my fault, because you have a choice as to whether or not you can go spend time with someone. Women have to take personal accountability for our actions. We are responsible for our sexual behavior. And Faith Rogers is still doing the narrative that R. Kelly's this big, bad, mean guy, and she was sexually abused and she was given an STD. But reality is, millions of people have STDs all over the world. And if you lay down with somebody unprotected, you know, that's the risk you run. You know, it's not, you run a risk of catching an STD. Nobody should go to jail for STDs. That's how you know this whole trial was bogus, because R. Kelly should have been acquitted on every fucking thing. That's how you know the trial was bought and paid for. And for Gloria Allred to sit up there and do a whole press conference talking about how Andrew Wyatt, who is the spokesperson for Bill Cosby, was wrong to say that R. Kelly was railroaded. R. Kelly was not railroaded. He had a fair trial, and he was convicted fair and square, and yada 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 yada. You know that shit that Gloria Allred talks. Gloria Allred is such a racist bitch. I have never seen her go after a white man. Have y'all ever seen Gloria Allred go after a white man? I haven't. Let's see who she's went after. She went after Kobe Bryant, Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. I think she went after Mike Tyson back in the day. But she's gone. Every time a black man is accused, she's right there to throw his name in the dirt. You know. And Gloria Allred is 80 years old, so she came up during a time where, you know, oh yeah, she came up during slave times. Well, not slave time, Jim Crow times. You know, she came up when, in a time where you could call a black man a nigger in public and shoot him dead and nothing would happen. You know, she came up during them times. You know, and her parents were born during slave times. You know. So, Gloria Allred is a racist whore. We know that. She'll croak eventually. She 80 years old. It's time for her to get the fuck up out of here. A dumb bitch. A dumb bitch. Faith could have been something so special if she didn't pursue this whole foolishness against R.Kelly. You know. If she didn't go this route. Because she's actually a decent looking chick. She's a decent looking chick. If she didn't go against R.Kelly, she could have probably had some type of modeling career. But that's not going to happen now. That's not going to happen now. I saw her parents up there standing by their whoring daughter. I'm telling you right now, my mama wouldn't come up there to stand behind me with some foolishness. If I was out here, you know, and I caught a STD and I willingly went out to fly out to see a man and I wanted to do a press conference, my mama said, if you don't shut the fuck up and leave this shit the fuck alone and stop embarrassing your fucking family, my mama would not be up there with me, supporting me in no wrongdoing. She'd be like, girl, if you don't sit your ass down, you're looking like a whore. You know, my mama would tell me the truth. But everybody doesn't have a mama that really tells them the truth like my mom does. There's no way I could do this type of foolishness that these other people are doing and my mama come out in public and support the foolishness. Can you imagine if I told my mama, yeah, and I ate boo-boo, mama, just like Azriel said that she ate shit. Do you know how fast my mama would disown me? My mama would say, nah. My mama would say, I'm not standing by you with this dumb shit. You go over there, you let a man, you eat your own boo-boo? Girl. And we know that didn't happen, but, you know, that's what they say happened. So we going with that narrative. Can't no man alive make me eat feces. These little whores just said the most ridiculous lies to get R. Kelly fucked up. And the jury was bought and paid for, so they were going to find him guilty no matter what. Because it's no way a rational jury would have convicted him on everything, you guys. But send feedback to YouTube and let them know that they are wrong for taking down R. Kelly's music. You know, R. Kelly's music streams are up. You know, his music streams are like 25% up since the verdict. You know, people love R. Kelly. People love R. Kelly. And people are going to continue to love R. Kelly. And I know it makes people upset, but he's always going to get love. No matter what. Fuck YouTube. Fuck Gloria Allred. Fuck Faith. Fuck her entire family. Fuck Azriel. Fuck that nigga Angelo Clary. Fuck that bitch Alice Clary. Fuck Greenberg. Fuck all these sorry ass lawyers that were bought and paid for to throw this case and put R. Kelly behind bars. It's no way he should be in jail behind some hoes. When you got school shooters getting out on bond, that little school, that boy that shot up the school. You get what it was Thursday he shot up the school. He was out on bond. No, it was Wednesday. That boy, what his name was, Timothy Simpkins. Timothy George Simpkins. He shot up the school, shot 4 folks, including a teacher. One teacher got shot, and he's still in the hospital. And then you had another teacher that fell down some stairs during the chaos, and she's pregnant, and she's in the hospital. So let's hope that she doesn't lose her baby. But he's out on bond. So if he can get a bond after shooting up a school, why can't R.Kelly get a bond? Because the elites are after him. That's why. He got to apologize and agree to not go after his masters. He's never going to own them. He's never going to own them. He got to let that shit go. I love R.Kelly. I want him out of jail. And I want him alive. I want him to live a long life. I want him alive to live a long life. And I want him out of jail. The only way to stop this lynching is to call up Tommy Mottola and apologize. Just like Michael Jackson had to call that man up and apologize in order for him to get acquitted, so does R. Kelly. He has to call up there and apologize to that man so that he can get out of jail. But anyway, free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly, and fuck anybody who don't like him.